Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
And I also have my co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, hi, I'm here.
Aren't you also there with somebody, with a friend of yours, Alexandra?
Yes, Alexandra's here,
Okay.
and she had a great chakra healing yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Now, our guest today is Leslie Weems. Now, we've had you on before, and you called into the Vanessa Orr show. Am I right?
I did.
Yeah. She raved on you. She was like, I was reading she read along with everything you said, and she agreed with everything you said. And actually, what's kind of funny is that you and Vanessa have something in common. You were basically you went in the corporate world. Another psychic we've had on named Amara that was like that. Amara was the youngest in VA, and I mean, is it common, I think, for women to because seriously, obviously, corporate, I think, would pay a little bit more than a psychic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing that
For
somebody, that you would be willing to give that up for the sake of just being a psychic. I mean, what made you want to do that?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm glad you asked that. It's been a very interesting journey, and that, it seems like I just kind of had lots of different things in my path that kind of led me in this direction. And I think I have an important announcement that I'd like to share with you guys since the last time that I was on, which is related to this journey that, why I've gotten away from the corporate path. And that's kind of been, I wasn't really a holy roller, but it seems like as things in your life kind of go sour, I think it forces us to look at, our spirituality and kind of how we lead our lives. And so in that, I started reading my Bible every day and, basically getting in touch with my spirituality side that I had kind of lost touch over a couple of years. And in that, since we last spoke, I have been called by God to write a book on the end times. So Wow. I've been getting a lot of visions and a lot of channeling, atomic writing, and getting a lot of visions about the end times a couple days, and if not the day of, that things are actually happening in the world. And it's interesting because, at least in America, I think, we take the news, and I'm not even a news watcher per se, but it's kind of woken me up in the sense that I didn't even know it was really going on in the world, and here I'm now writing a book on the end time. So it's been an interesting journey, to say the least. I probably got about 3 inches worth of work already done that I've channeled since I talked to you guys last. And in that, it's been really interesting in the messages that I get. And can I read just a short thing as an example so you can kind of get the gist of, like, the messages I receive? So basically I got one. This is one I channeled from God, and it was, and again, I'm not going to get into a holy thing, but this is just to give you an idea. Dust to ashes, ashes to dust, breathe life into the dead, and it will be alive again. Bring tears to the surface, so breathe deeply, feel the air filling up your lungs, let the pain, anxiety float away. You do not have time to grieve, but live and conquer each day. Their journey ahead will bring laughter, tears, amazement, joy, and breath of new light and days. Give my people a sense of hope from despair. I will save them like you if they open their minds and follow the wisdom of your words provided by me. So that kind of says a lot, but that's basically, I guess, the journey that I've kind of been set to call. I mean, I've been doing readings, both medium and psychic readings, but, I've been putting a lot of energy into writing this book that I'm getting. And it's amazing, like I said before, the things that are really going on behind the scenes, that the news and propaganda that are, they're hidden from our sight. And as we sleep, that things that are happening on the world today are it's just mind-blowing. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update on, kind of what's been going on with me. So it's kind of started out with the corporate life, and now, it's moving more in this direction right now.
Well, that's great. Now, Barbara, you said that I think it's Alexandra, had a question.
Yes, well, she would love to talk to Leslie, so I'm going to give it to her, the floor to her.
Okay. Sure.
Do you know what you would like to know? She's thinking.
Yes, I'm thinking. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
That's good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to think of a question. I only have one, so I'm trying to think of the best one to ask you. What do you see for relationship-wise? Because I am currently in a relationship, but I've always wanted to know about maybe my future with that. Maybe because I wanted to be a marriage and family therapist for some time, so I'm just interested in that aspect. So what do you think about that?
Okay. All right, give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
I kind of, at this point, I see that things are going relatively okay, but I see it kind of drifting distantly away, potentially, if you don't work at it.
Okay. And is that distance from my end or distance from someone else?
No, I think it's from you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that, I feel a lot of energy around you. I feel that a lot of questions that you currently have about your life and about your relationship. And I think you're contemplating kind of what you want. So I think it's going to kind of depend on you being, I guess, true to yourself and what makes you happy. And if this, and once you do that, if this person's going to actually fit in that mindset that you have, because I think that you seem like someone that is pretty outgoing or kind of has, still curious about a lot of things. So exploring, if you will.
Okay, well, I do see that. It's always been into actually speaking to someone like you about that kind of thing. I love who I'm with right now, but I'm so young, and I feel like it's getting so serious, and it scares me a little bit when I'm so young. But I do really love who I'm with, so we'll see.
As long as they're adventurous and travel, I just feel like they need to be someone that allows you to be you and doesn't stifle you and what you want to do. So I think it really, I can see it being good now, but I think it's just going to be dependent in the future. I can see you staying together, but I also feel a pretty good pull that maybe y'all will end up moving in different directions. So I think it's just going to depend on you being true to yourself and being grounded, and if they can put up with, allowing you to do those things that are important to you as you grow and mature into different things, experience in life.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate your intake. And thank you.
Okay. Now, I have a question. Kelly, do you have any questions for Leslie?
I do. Thank you. The other night I had some really unexplainable things happen. I was laying in bed and I heard this crash noise in my house, and of course all my animals are where they can't get out, and I'm the only human being in the house. And like a picture was literally thrown off the wall. It had to be lifted to come off of a hook, and then it was thrown. And then the other one with the hanger crashed to the floor. And I was wondering, I had lost an animal last Thursday, had to be euthanized, and he was suffering. We tried everything, and it didn't work. Was that him visiting, or was that like some sort of like negative presence that I need to be aware of?
I don't feel that it was the animal. I do feel, though, that it was, I mean, you've had a lot going on. I haven't kept up with you as much as I'd like to, but I know you've had some things going on with you. And but to me, it just seems like it was some kind of a way to get your attention. And I don't feel like it was necessarily, I mean, it seems a little dark, but I don't think it was. I think it was more just to kind of mess with you in a kind of funny way, in a sense. I don't think it's something that you need to be concerned about, in the sense that it, you know, it's going to be an evil spirit or anything. I don't think that it was anything serious. I think that a lot of it was coincidence.
A lot of it was what?
Coincidence. I mean, I don't. You know, I know how sometimes we want certain things to happen, but I don't feel, in at least that specific case, that was your animal. I just think it was some spirit, the wind, energy that was around that could have caused it. I don't think it was anything dark related at all.
Oh, okay, good. Then my other thing is that I've been having migraines a lot, and I'm seeing a specialist now who is a spine specialist. They're going to do an MRI and things like that before they can determine some things. But I'm having a lot of problems trying to communicate with neurology and get in. And the migraines would be more the neurologist's realm. And I was wondering if you could see if I can get something resolved, because they're saying that work notes have to go through the specialist, but if I can't get into the right one, that does me no good.
Right. I feel like a lot of what you're having going on, I mean, I think you can go to a specialist, but I think you have some nagging things going on, and I think a lot of it is related to you personally, and that I think that I just feel that you're stuffing some of, you know, I mean, I know you have spiritual gifts, because we've talked about it, but I mean, I feel like that you're causing some of this on yourself just from kind of blocking some things that are going on, and that if you could focus on your journey, and like we said before, I think you're going to start feeling better. But I think, you know, it's kind of a Band-Aid getting in to see someone, and I know you will get to see someone to answer questions. But I think a lot of it is kind of driven based on the anxieties and things that are going on with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. But I thought I was doing well with it. I mean, I've been pretty relaxed, but maybe not entirely.
Well, it just seems like, you know, I don't know, this is just my experience. You know, it's like when I was still growing with my gifts, and I would just keep having a lot of things go on with me, and especially with my health. I've had a lot of health problems, and it's so strange that once I started, the more and more I got into understanding my gifts and allowing things just to happen on a daily basis, and I stopped trying to control things, that it seems like a lot of my headaches and a lot of my back pain, stuff like that, started getting better. I think, you know, a lot of times, you know, if we if we just allow things to happen and learn to live a little bit more on the edge as far as one day at a time kind of thing, it helps take the stress off of us and our health. But I think stuffing spirituality things can actually cause these kinds of things to happen. Because I know for me, it's been that way. I stuffed them for years, and now I feel so much better. And I don't need the medicine that I used to want. I'd go to the doctor, was on asthma medicine and all these different things, and I still am on some, but I don't. It's not like I use it very often now, and I feel like I used to have aches and pains, and I don't have those anymore. And I think the more in tune that I've gotten to my spirituality, things have gotten so much better. Because I just hear you talk about all this, crazy stuff that has happened, like kind of like a black cloud over your time. Bless your heart. And, you kind of have to wonder if somebody's trying to get your attention, right? And so I think that's the case, because I think that you have so much the ability, and that I think you just need to continue to focus on the inside and work from the inside out, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you. Because I've had other psychics say, like, they've had breakthrough headaches when they were about to learn something, like have an epiphany. So maybe that's what's happening.
It's kind of breaking up. But, I think that just based on what little I do know about a lot of the things that I've kind of read on Facebook and stuff, I think that I feel it very empathetically, and that, there's just a lot trying to get your attention. So you need to be in touch with your spirit guides. And then I think once you do that and you start allowing that relationship and that communication to flow and start listening to what they have to say, I think, and maybe you are, I don't want to say that you're not, but I think that you'll see a better positive spin on things. I mean, I think things are already turning, to be honest. But I think, like you said, I think the more that you continue to work on that, I think you'll start feeling better. And the interim, you go to the doctor, they're going to give you medicine and all that. It's a Band-Aid for the long run. But I think for the now, but in the long run, I think you'll feel better.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Does that answer your question, Kelly?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Sure.
Barbara, do you have any questions?
Yes, I just want to see if you could tell me, when will I completely be unpacked, all my boxes all organized, and have it to where I feel free and I can go have fun without thinking about my stuff?
Well, the first
I'm bringing a little comic relief.
I know. I guess the first thing that comes to mind is 2 weeks.
Okay, good. Okay, that's doable. All right. Gosh, because it's like endless. It's like, thank God for Alexandra, because she's young and she's telling me what's in style and what's not in style. We're making piles here.
Hey, you're ahead of me. I need to go through all that myself.
But thanks. But other than that, I feel like, you know what? I've gotten a lot of clarity lately in my life, and I feel like I'm heading in the right direction, and that I am surprised that how, like, a strong woman I am. And that is empowering in itself right there, because I feel like, wow, hey, this is life. But if you look at it like you are a sand pebble in the universe, it takes so much pressure off of you, and you look down and you know what? Hey, enjoy what you have. Don't think about what you don't have. And then all of a sudden, more wonderful things come your way. And so I know all this, and I think just being the co-host on this show that is so positive every day has really made me evolve into a stronger woman and to a person that I like and know. I know myself now. And so with that all said, how are you feeling? Any kind of energy from me, or?
Yeah, I feel. I feel your happiness automatically, and you seem like you're very that you're in a good place. I feel that, and that I think you're learning about living one day at a time and enjoying the mysteries that unfold in each day. And I think that's beautiful. So congrats on your journey. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm where I want to be. I love this town. I mean, it's like a dream living here, driving by the ocean and the sandy beach and the blue waves, and everybody's so happy. It's like, finally, I'm where I exactly know I should live. And it's like, wow, that's a relief. That's a big deal. After 2 years of like not liking where I lived at all.
Right.
So that's a plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that
well,
I
good
know,
for you.
give myself a break. Give myself a couple weeks. And then, then I'll have time to hit the gym and,
right.
like really work hard on my career, in like my goals. I have ideas. I am an entrepreneur, and I have so many ideas for my dance career and my, but I want everything now when I'm all living with clutter still. And it's like, I kind of give, I'm too hard on myself sometimes. So,
right.
Thank you, because just by you saying that and congratulating me makes me feel like content.
It's funny. I just thought, I don't do cards a lot, but I pulled up a card and I got harmony for you.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Does that mean harmony? Like I'm
like
exuding harmony right now?
Wow. Your life, and you're in a good place right now. So enjoy it.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That makes me feel good. Okay. I hear him say K. That means I'm done. Thanks, Leslie.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No,
I'm
I didn't know if you had anything else. I didn't know if you had any other things. You're done, Barbara?
Done.
Okay.
Johnny, I'm so good. Thank you so much.
Okay, good. I think we have a caller. We have some callers. Would you like to take a caller?
Sure.
Okay. Area code 805. You are on the air. 805. You're on the air. $805. Okay. Do you hear 805? Hello, are you there? Caller. Okay. I'll just go to the next one. 212, you were on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'm watching a beautiful sunset here, and I'm wondering about my career. I'm waiting to hear back from a potential employer, and I'm just wondering if you see if I will get this job, and if so, when, and if it will be a good fit.
Yeah, I feel a very good feeling about the job.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like that it's something that will work out, and that I say 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And salary-wise, is it going to be like $10,000 or $20,000 more than I'm making now, or is it comparable to what I'm making now?
I feel like it's going to be somewhere in the middle. I mean, I think you'll, like anything, you got to negotiate some value in the change. But I think that, I see it being somewhere in the middle from what you're expecting to what you're making now.
Oh, okay. Like a little bit more, but in the middle of what
it's... Yeah, definitely more. Yeah, based on what, we all want versus what we end up getting is not... It's never exactly what we want, but there's always that upside potential with bonuses or the package or whatever. I think there'll be some of that. But as far as the hardcore cash that we all crave, I think it'll definitely be more, but I don't think it's going to be as much as you were hoping for in your head, if you can wave a magic wand kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Enjoy that sunset.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Area code 551. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello? Hi. You're on the air. 551 area code. Hello? Okay. Okay. Area 610, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, 610, you're on the air.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Sonia. How are you?
Do you have a question, Sonia?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking my call. I appreciate it. First time caller. Listen to your show.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to know, I guess concerning my present job, I would like to start out by saying that I love it very much. You know, it was a great opportunity from the get-go. You know, and I've progressed a lot into my role. And, you know, there's a lot of changes going on at my job, you know, for the better. Different things are growing, you know, infrastructure, you know, technology-wise, the system. But to make a long story short, I just wanted to see, you know, what you're picking up for me as far as, you know, advancement, you know, any promotions, anything you're picking up at all about my present job at this company.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that you've been, like you said, doing a while, and that you have some anxiety, obviously, about it. And, you know, looking into the future, I think from what I feel like they value, you know, the work that you've done and the track that you've been on. And I see and feel that there's going to be some new doors opening. I think you need to continue to be consistent and show a good attitude, and I think that that's being noticed. I think sometimes with change, you know, it takes a bit to get it right sometimes, so I guess just it's like moving pieces of a puzzle and putting it into place. So I think, you know, just patient. But I think that your work is being noticed, and I think that you have some good things ahead.
Okay.
In the near future, you know, I would say it feels like maybe a quarter to 6 months, perhaps.
4 to 6 months? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's like a quarter, so it'd be 3 months to 6 months timeline. You know,
Okay.
there could be some different stepping things that happen, you know, like throw a project at you or this or that, you know, to kind of, as they're making some changes. And I also see that, you know, something could, like, maybe happen and then you think, oh, you get disappointed, but then, you know, that didn't work out. So then you might get to move into that slot. You know, I feel like there's going to be some moving pieces. So just keep a positive light. And if things don't immediately work out in the next couple months the way you want, doesn't mean it won't. So just keep that positive attitude, and I think you'll be happy with how things progress.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. All right. Area code 203 is next. You're there, 203?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
This is Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
I developed an illness, and after I broke my wrist, and I'm out on disability, and I was wondering if you saw me getting better and returning to work, and you know, or if this is just going to persist.
Right. I get 6 weeks comes to mind. I think that you're going to have some struggles for the next 6 weeks. and just trying to get through this time. I think you need to take care of yourself and just kind of follow the protocol, going forward. But I think I see you being more ramped up speed and back on the job no later than 6 weeks from now.
Yeah. Okay. I was hoping to change jobs, but obviously when you're ill, it's hard to change.
Yeah, it's really right. It's kind of hard.
Do you see any of? Yeah, I still have hope though.
Yeah, right. I think that I do see a positive future. I do see some things coming up, but I think that you're going to have to wait until you get through this before you can move to that. But I do see some positive things. But sometimes when we are out, it takes a minute, or you know what I'm saying. It takes a little bit of time to shift to kind of get back into that mode. So I would suggest, not being hard on yourself and just kind of get to the next point. And then once you get regrounded with being at work and, everything kind of getting back to normal, then I would look to go forward, because you'll be at your peak performance and you'll be at your best. So, to move on to something else.
Yeah. Okay. Very, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, area code 551. You're on the air.
Hi. I was just calling because I have two main goals that I wanted to accomplish before the end of the year, and one of them was my business and getting a home. I just want to know if you saw that happening this year.
So your question is, you want to buy a home?
Yes, a home and launch my company.
Oh, and launch your company. Wow. I think that, I see the home as the first priority, and then the business after that. So I think the business, starting out after you get settled in the home and all that, I think it would be a good plan. Because I think you need to be grounded with where you are, and it's just for a lot of different reasons. I think it makes more sense financially for you to go ahead and work on getting the home and then moving forward on the business once you get settled.
Okay. Will the home be where I'm currently located, or in a different location? State.
I feel like it's going to be not exactly where you are, but I don't feel like it's going to be that far. So I think it's going to be something in the surrounding area from where you are, maybe within a couple hours. From a geography standpoint, I don't see you going, very far away. But it could be I think I do see you moving a little bit from where you are, but I don't see it being a drastic move.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Does that answer your questions, ma'am?
Yes, it answers my question. I'm just trying to do all of this and go to school, so it was just like
right.
I wanted to, because I know I had a lot of, and I know I was starting to, get a little bit of anxiety about, trying to launch a company and take
I think
these
you're biting too much.
Yeah.
I think you need to pace yourself a little.
Yeah. I'm trying not to do too much, but I know that I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm not sure. Before I can even get into, like, the medical school, I have to do these classes. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to finish and move forward. So it's just, like, trying to figure out how I can still support myself and get these classes out the way.
Right. I think that, I feel that you're a very resourceful person, and very ambitious. So I see that the things are going to just align for you. You just need to focus on what's in front of you and have the goals that you have, but try not to put so much pressure on yourself to do so much at one time. You know, we can't solve the world in a day because then you don't do anything well, right? So I feel like you're that kind of a person and that you really need to kind of just slow down and try to talk to yourself and go, okay, I need to do one thing at a time, and that's what this is going to be, and kind of stagger yourself out. Put your timeline a little farther out than what you are pressing yourself to do right now. But keep working toward it so you feel like you can check the box, like, yeah, I made this. You know, you want to see results. So that way you see the results.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I figured that, like, that's why I'm like, okay, once you just take your time with school so you won't rush into medical school because you can't really work when you are in medical school. So just enjoy doing the prereqs and then, you know, then go. But I'm like, I've been trying to get out of this area where I'm at. So it's just like I'm like kind of in a rush because it's like I'm ready to go.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You gotta balance what your heart and your gut tells you, but at the same point, you know, I think that's why I think if you're happy in your home environment, the rest is going to happen. But obviously, if you're going to school, you got to take into account residency and, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things to take into account as far as making sure you're within close enough. I don't know if you're doing stuff online or what, but I think that, you know, your home life is the key as far as just feeling grounded, and that way your mind is more clear to move forward with the other things.
Oh, yeah, my family, like my immediate family, they are talking about moving together. Do you see me moving with them or alone?
I feel that you're going to be alone, but I think that you're going to always kind of have that. I don't know. I feel like they're still going to be close enough where you're going to where you still see each other. I don't see it being that you're really far away, but I feel like y'all are going to be close no matter where you are. Like you have a good relationship.
Okay, so but we're not going to be living in the same household.
I don't see that. I mean, I don't see that in the long run. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too.
Okay, area code 805. You're on the air.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Well, I was sitting in my meditation and I heard it's coming soon. It filled me up with love. I felt grateful. Yes, it's like my higher self. I was sitting in the silence, but I've been asking God to bring in a guy for me, you know, that I can, have a marriage, and then also more money so I can go traveling to Europe with a girlfriend. So I wanted to know what you were picking up on any of these, both, or.
So it's about a guy. If I heard your question, if you're wondering about a guy that's coming into your life.
Well, then I'd like to get married. I'd like to meet a fellow and get married,
okay.
And also for more money to come in, like a windfall or something, so I can go traveling, take off and go traveling for a couple months.
Oh, okay. Okay. I feel like I can see you getting married. I can see some moderate travel. I see moderate travel, maybe a couple months, but I more of a short trip.
Okay.
Meaning a couple weeks here and there, or maybe a month, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
2 months comes to mind. I don't know. But it feels like something that's going to, a lot of things are going to kind of come to the light and shape up within the next 2 months.
Oh, good. Okay, so something might happen in 2 months then.
Yeah, I think you'll start. You'll see it come to light within the 2 months.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I was wondering when it's going to come in because, I just it was like a higher self my higher self was giving me a message, and I felt so happy with it, and very peaceful, and it was very gentle how it came in. It wasn't like these loud, boisterous things. Yeah, it was awesome. But so you do see marriage for me. Yes,
I do.
I'm so
happy. I see you happy. I do. I see you happy, and I see. I feel like you're kind of more toward the staying, but you want to travel. You're kind of, with that whole getting started on a new marriage thing, but getting I don't know, just kind of starting into that place, and then the travel part more honeymoon or just kind of a adventure. But I think that you're kind of going to start really liking where you are based on how your personal life is shaping up here with the relationship and all.
Yeah. Because I live in a nice place. I live in Santa Barbara, so there's ocean and mountains
nice.
here.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's kind of a resort. Where are you?
Awesome. Well, currently I'm in Texas, in Dallas, but I'm looking to go to Italy soon, hopefully.
Go to a place called, I love Italy. There's a place called Cinque Terre.
Oh, yeah.
You have to go there.
I've been to Italy a lot.
5 villages. 5 villages
beautiful.
up on the cliff, and you can walk from village to village and outside cafes, and everybody just loves that place.
It's gorgeous. I know. I'm looking to move there, actually to Sardinia, Italy, probably in the next couple months.
I've been to Sardinia.
Yeah.
I've been there.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. It's one of my favorite islands. I've been to Ischia too, and Sardinia has a place called Portosievo, and that's where all I remember meeting the sheik of the Sultan of somewhere. I don't know.
Oh wow,
but
cool.
He was there, and Princess Caroline was there, and they have all the big yachts there. And we couldn't stay in the town; it was too expensive. So my girlfriend and I stayed out of the town and just came in.
I know, that's my dream to find something in that area because I'm a big boater. I love boating and fishing and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to. I missed my ocean, let me tell you. But anyway,
definitely go to Portosievo. Go to Portosievo. You'll love it there.
Yeah, so I'm looking
to
try to find something there.
You can join a peace. I joined a peace organization called Servas, Servas, and they just interview you. You pay $72 a year, and you can stay with people all over the world for like 4 days at a time, and it doesn't cost anything. And they usually give you a bedroom and feed you too.
Oh, well, nice. That's always good to know. Excellent. Yeah, I'm trying to sell my places here. I've got a ranch in Austin and a house in Dallas, so I'm looking to liquidate and move out to live in Italy. So yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, how fun.
But you have me beat in Santa Barbara for now. You have me beat for now.
I'd like to do something
good luck.
like that. Just give it all up and go. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, good luck with you too. That's going to be fabulous. But I'll be married, so maybe he'll do something,
Yeah, we all will have fun too. You could share your great adventures together, which is even better.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a question. Now, we are, as the show, me, Kelly, Barbara, we're organizing a photo shoot. This is something that came about since you were last on.
Right.
And it's something that we're doing. And I think Barbara might want to be able to explain it a little bit better than I can. Can you want to explain it, Barbara?
Sure. Okay, my idea was to get all together, the three of us, and shoot a nice promo shot where it's casual and something that we could use on our posts for advertising and marketing, because we don't have one of those, and we actually have not all met in person. And so we could do that and then do a shoot all together on the beach, a real warm, inviting type of professional shoot all together, and get a few great pictures that we could just use for our show. So that's basically it. That was my idea.
I love it. But I guess, what's your question, Jonathan, before I tell my thought? I wanted to hear.
I think she was wanting to know, as far as time, organizing it and making it happen is what Barbara is curious about. I think the questions we've always wanted to know is, when is this? I think we're trying September. I think that's what we're trying for, between September and December. And I was wanting to know what your opinion is on when it's going to happen.
I think late September. At the latest, actually. I think it's earlier versus later. I think one thing that comes to mind, though, is I think I see a vision about you guys. And the vision is I can see you guys doing your typical promo shots, but I think y'all need to do one that's really fun. I think that really fun, be yourself, kind of cut up photo shot, and I think that will be a really good thing for you guys. It just feels really good.
Yeah,
something
like
that shows your personality.
Life, laughter, happiness. A photo that says life, laughter, happiness. A fun, smiling, laughing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
do it crazy.
Yeah.
I see one where somebody's like horizontal. I mean, like where you get like because I have a background in advertising, but where you have a picture of where you're not all like just standing straight up. You have some different. You know what I'm saying? Where some people, where you see lots of different lines in the picture of just the way y'all are holding your arm. And, yeah, good.
I see that too.
I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be great. I think it'll be good.
And outdoors, right? Like, of course, outdoors.
Yeah,
I
outdoors.
live here in this beautiful beach city.
I can see outdoors, but I also can see a very low light or highlight a white background with y'all having like really colorful shirts on.
Okay, like more of like a serious one too for like when we do a serious show.
No, not serious at all. I just mean like a studio white light background where y'all are. So it's basically all and y'all are doing that same kind of crazy, pose, but with a white background and like say somebody has on a solid pink shirt, somebody has a blue shirt, something that's real colorful, but not like printed shirts. It's very solid, but colorful, bright.
I was going to ask you what colors you see.
I see
because red is a power color, but
I see pink, like a fuchsia, like a real bright pink. I see a very light, bright blue, like a like more of the like a light baby blue, but more vibrant than that. I'm trying to think of.
So are we all supposed to wear different colors?
Yeah, and there's somebody like a yellow color.
Okay.
I think
yellow would be cute.
Then,
you look good in yellow, Kelly.
Oh yeah, and then have a white background, and then shoot it so it's very happy and simple. I think it would look cool, and then you do the beach thing and all that, but that's going to take away from it. I think you can have a choice, but I think that would be very cool if y'all could just be, really loose and fun and happy and just show your expression.
So you don't think that we should do an outdoor beach shoot? Like, when we're here, we might as well get several shots, don't you think?
No, you should do it. It's good to have more than not enough. But I can just see this picture in my head, and I think you should. If you get the opportunity.
Cool. Well, you are a psychic.
Try it. Yeah, you need to see it totally. I think it'd be cute, and it'd be happy, and it would get people's attention, which is what you want.
Oh, that's cool. Do you see me doing like a road trip, doing shows from different random places on the way and not having problems with my cell phone and navigation?
I think you're going to get lost wherever. I'm just kidding. No, I think. I think I can see you get lost. But I think I even said it. I think I said it last time on the show. I mean, I said I see this on the road, so I definitely see it, and I'm glad and excited y'all are going to do it. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It was just seeing me by a car, but then it would be everybody joining in on like the Blue Jeans video for a live show, and I would be showing wherever I'm at. And then I was thinking about getting a magnet, you know, for both sides of the car, and advertising the show, and people will be like, "What is that?" And I mean, where I'm wearing the shirt today, people are like, "What is that thing on your shirt with the hashtag?" You know.
Right.
Oh, you're wearing a shirt right now?
Yeah,
I wore it
back
to work.
of the car. You need to put it on the back of the car too.
That's true.
And it needs to be something. It needs to be something that is thought-provoking, like some slogan on the back that's thought-provoking, so that people are going to want to look it up while they're driving.
Oh.
You know,
okay.
And you could write it off too, right? Because it's, you know, you could write off your trip, the car, all that good stuff, because so keep a good receipt. Because, you know, I mean, it's a business trip, so everybody needs to do that. Yeah, so that's all good stuff. I will say this: it's
funny. The show has become more of a community as opposed to just a show. It was Kelly's original. It was Kelly who said that originally, but I'm stealing it from her. I mean, she's the one who said that, you know, this is a community or a family, and I've never thought that it would ever turn into that. I was surprised that, you know, it was sort of like, it's like the people who like the show really, 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 really like it. I mean, I've heard people say, "Oh my God, this has changed my life." Kelly has a necklace with the butterfly that she wears, and I asked her, "Why don't you tell her what the significance of the butterfly necklace, Kelly? You can do it better than I can."
Oh, thank you. I've gotten it actually at Frederick Meyer Gardens when they had the butterflies are blooming, and I got that this year, and it was basically because, well, it's abalone shell, so it's got like the different colors of the rainbow, which goes with my chakra necklace. And I got it because I feel like I'm finally the butterfly emerging from the cocoon.
Right, I agree with that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I do. I see that totally. I think that you were all moving in a new direction of change. I can feel the energy, and I see some positive things. So I think y'all will do well together.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's like, you know, I've known Jonathan for, it seems like ever. You know, it's been years, but none of us have actually met each other in person. And I am just going to be, I don't know, I'm going to be so excited, but I'm going to be like probably emotional, and I try to stay calm, cool, and collected most of the time. But, you know, I have like this feeling that it's going to be like, you know, finally it's here. We're here. You know, kind of.
What about you, Barbara? I mean, you don't, you get emotional easily with something like this?
About just creating something?
No, us meeting in real life.
Oh, of course I do. Yes.
I see you being more cool, though, about it.
I'm more like, I would laugh. I probably wouldn't get teary-eyed, but I think that's sweet when somebody does. And I would just, it would mean a lot to me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's so cool. I'm so proud of you guys. I remember the last show I said I saw y'all doing something and taking this on the road, and so it makes my heart feel good to see y'all moving that way, because I think you'll really be impressed with where it takes you. I think it'll help open doors for the next thing.
Kind of the next step, I believe.
I totally do. I think y'all are headed in a good direction.
Thank you. I remember you said that before.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm glad to see it's coming true.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're detailed about what you envision for the shoot, which is very interesting.
Yeah, I see it clearly, man. I think it would be really awesome. Because y'all need to have it fun, I mean, if it's dry and your typical just mugshot, everybody has that. But if you see it, especially with your, y'all need to have something, but just with the title of it and everything, I think it would go I could even see doing some shots just for fun where, maybe you have even maybe one person has each word on them, kind of thing. Or even if you put like a sign, have like a little sign. I mean, I wouldn't do this as your core picture, but it could turn out to be really good. And, who knows. But where you put like a little sign over you and each person has a little word on them hanging over their shirt. So it's like yourself, the shirt color, which is really bright. Y'all are being funny. And then the word on you. But like it's a sign kind of hanging over like a necklace kind of thing over you. I think would be cool. It's going to get people's attention.
Oh, wow. We could even have it be life, laughter, and happiness.
That's what y'all should do. So y'all pick who fits whatever word the best and dress to that word and kind of play up your word.
Wow, that's cool.
Maybe Kelly can be life, I can be laughter, and Barbara can be happiness.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think I should play that up. Play it up.
Well, and Jonathan has this good idea, too, of, like, being our waiter, which is interesting, but that would be fun, because he's, like,
well,
the guy
the reason I say that is because every time that you see a photo shoot where it's one guy and everybody else is female, the first thing they do is they put the guy in the middle and all these women all falling all over him. And it just seems like, it'd be good to do kind of a reverse on that situation. And on the radio, whenever I'm doing the show, I mean, I'm not complaining. I love it. I feel like I'm a waiter. It's always, is that okay for you? Does that answer your questions? Do you have anything to add, Barbara? I mean, I like that because it means, in a way, even though I'm not as psychic as you are, Leslie, in a way I'm actually giving them something that's the equivalent to a reading. I mean, for a long time, after Kelly came on, I loved it. I loved the part where I could say, Kelly, do you have anything to add? Because I feel like I was giving her this wonderful meal to eat, and that she was, and I mean, she was like, oh my God, I get to eat now, this is so much fun. And she didn't realize it for a long time that I was actually enjoying it. I mean, as much as she was getting it. It's like dinner is ready, and that's how it felt for a long time, Right. I mean, you understand what I'm saying, Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I have a crazy idea about that. I think instead of doing a picture about that, I think maybe do the pictures, the other way, and then do a short video where you role play that out, but not based on what you said, a little bit different twist, and that would be one of you could to be the host. You could be, y'all could kind of pretend to be each other that you really are, right? And go through that in a funny way. Like Johnson, you can say, okay, but you kind of treat it like the show, but you're doing it kind of a mock-up being like what you said, like you're waiting on somebody or that kind of thing. I don't know if that made sense. But more or less, we'll play it out in a funny way.
Well, I feel like I would love to see the show get so big to where the people will listen to it and be like, oh my God, I wish I had Johnny for a waiter,
That's funny. Well, you got to follow the vision, That's where you got to go with what your aspirations are and your vision is for the show because you're kind of the creator. I mean, you are the creator, so.
Well, yes, but I mean, these two have been helping me raise the kid.
I know. Well, that's why you're
I understand what you're saying. I have to look at it from a standpoint of equality because the moment that I feel like I take all the credit, it diminishes the message. I mean, I like the idea that that they both feel like there's an equal. Like after the show, I have an idea for the show, and I'm not going to do the idea without Kelly and Barbara both being okay with it. So I'm going to call
Well,
them up.
that's
I'm going to
perfect.
talk to them about the idea, and I'm going to run the idea past them. If they don't want it, it's not going to happen. But, you know, if they like it, and I think they will, then, you know, we're going to do it.
Well, I think it's good. I think y'all feed off each other in a good way, and that's what it's about, you know. And that'll make a good compliment to your success.
Right.
That's cool.
Well, you have a question, Kelly?
You know, I do. You had mentioned about writing off like the trip in the car and keep receipts for a business trip. Is that saying that Life After Happiness is going to become a business very soon?
Well, you need to start thinking that way. Absolutely, you need to do that now if you haven't already started. I don't know if you have an LLC or if you've gotten, even if you don't go that route, you know, do a partnership. Definitely recommend it, and then start keeping tabs on all this stuff. You need to, for sure.
I will say this. Yeah, I will say this. You know, one of the reasons we're meeting in real life is because, you know, I've tried online businesses. I've tried businesses before, and they've failed. But see, the thing is, and this isn't really from my perspective, but from my family's perspective. I'm not putting down Kelly or Barbara, but if I were to go into business without meeting them, then they would think I was just going into business with strangers. No offense,
sure.
to Barbara, but you know, I want them. I don't want them thinking. Yeah,
right.
and you understand what I'm saying, Barbara?
It's like, that.
Yeah, it's.
Well, keep
I don't
keep
want
tabs
them
of
thinking that I'm
everything.
really. Yeah.
Well, I mean, let me say
I don't
this.
want them thinking this is. Go on. What you say, go on. Yeah, my apologies.
No, I think, you know, to your point, that's a good part of why you're going to get together. But even still, each person is a part of doing something, and it could be 1099, independent contractor, or whatever you want to put on a piece of paper under your own Social Security number. But you have a right to write off your expenses and everything related to that. And if it's, you know, kept separate as an individual person, you could do that until you just figure it out. You have choices. I'm just saying, for now, I recommend you keep track of all your expenses and date it, and your mileage on the trip, and your airfare, and all that stuff. And then the business will evolve the way it's supposed to be. But it's good to have that foundation so that you can recoup some of the expenses as you move along.
Ah, okay. All right, thank you, because that makes sense. Like, well, we aren't anything yet, but, you know, to be able to write that off would be good. I mean, eventually we'll be making some money. And,
you can
you know,
take a loss for your first year or so. So, you know, it definitely will help you. Yeah, I mean, definitely something you should, I mean, at least keep records of, and that way you've got a good discipline and a foundation, and it will help you also if you ever need to get business credit, if you go that route down the road. I mean, it can't hurt you, but it'll only help you. So I would totally recommend it. If you haven't done it, you need to start doing it.
Oh, okay. And then we can write off like show shirts and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
well,
absolutely.
It was great. It was great having you on. I hope we can have you on again soon.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, thank you, guys. Well, I can't wait to hear more about your journey. I'm excited about it. So I'm going to keep up with that.
Right.
Yeah, that's
thank
awesome.
You.
This whole thing is
you guys,
exciting.
It is exciting.
Thank you.
I think y'all will be amazed. You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.